Most business authors don't realize that the most important three things you can do for your book launch happens way before you ever publish anything. This is Joe Pulizzi, and welcome to episode 458 of Content Inc. Now that I'm getting more involved in the book publishing business, I get to see firsthand authors doing some really incredible things and also making some horrible, cringe-worthy mistakes. A few days ago, I had an author come to me who was, to be honest, pretty despondent about their book launch. Even with thousands of followers, this business author sold maybe a handful of books. Now, mind you, a good business book can sell for years, but oftentimes, if you don't get a good running start, it can peter out pretty quickly. So I decided to put some tips and strategies together for you if you're looking to or interested in publishing a business book. Now, these are the things that I've done in the past or I'm planning to do for my next book. The first thing is the title of your book. The title of your book is everything, and I've learned the hard way on this one. According to authors like Rory Vaden and Marcus Sheridan, the title of your book needs to be a payoff for the buyer. The buyer of your book needs to quickly see your title and within seconds realize that that book is or is not for them. Now, let me give you an example. My 2013 and 2023 book, Epic Content Marketing, great title, worked really, really well. Anyone interested in content marketing says, yes, I need Epic Content Marketing. Very quick response either way. And at that time, we played off the most trending phrase in marketing, which was content marketing. My recent book, The Content Entrepreneur, not a very good title. Now, I love that title. I have a passion for that title. I think the term content entrepreneur should be a thing, and content creators should want to become content entrepreneurs. But a couple issues about that. First, content entrepreneur is still a very obscure phrase for the most part. Seeing it doesn't necessarily mean anything as of yet to content creators. Second, what's the payoff? Is being a content entrepreneur a payoff? I don't think so, at least not yet. It probably should be something like creator millionaire or creator freedom or something like that. Remember, you want to visualize your perfect buyer walking by your book on a bookshelf and immediately knowing if it is or is not for them. 2 to 3 seconds. If they have to think about it just a little bit, you've missed the mark. Killing Marketing. Man, that was a great book. Maybe one of our best books ever. Robert Rose and I wrote that. Terrible title. No marketer wants to kill marketing. Big missed opportunity there. Now, once you get this amazing title, you can leverage the title in a short sentence to set the stage for your promotion and marketing. Now let's go back to Epic Content Marketing. So this book becomes a cornerstone to driving business and awareness for everything I'm doing. I'm going to pitch this concept for articles on other websites, to be a guest on podcasts, to do a ton of webinars. I'll also parlay this into in-person speaking events where I can really sell the heck out of this book. So I break it down into something like, Joe talks about 6 strategies that help marketers break through the clutter online and actually win more customers by marketing less. Wow, that line got me a ton of guest spots and speaking engagements all around the world just from that elevator pitch. Let's say if you want to make it more specifically about the book, you could say, Joe breaks down his new book and uncovers 6 underutilized strategies, etc., etc. So let's review. First, you need a title based on what the payoff is for your key buyer. And second, you need a killer elevator pitch that will get your foot in the door to easily spread your message. Now, the third thing here will bring it all together, and that involves other people. Before you publish your book, go out and recruit your super fans into what we would call a street team. I've done this for every major book launch, and it can work really, really well. In my newsletter or on social media, I'll ask fans if they want to be part of my marketing launch team. Getting somewhere in the 50 range is a perfect number, I think. Then you give them an early copy of the book and start filling them in on launch dates, what's going on with the book, the programs, and whatnot. Make them feel like they're really, really involved. Then about a month before launch date, ask them for referrals to other podcasts, other media sites, or blogging sites where you could write articles based on the book, webinars you could be on. Remember, these people are your super fans. They just raised their hands and they want to help you. And before you know it, you'll have dozens of PR opportunities. Now, while all this is going on, reach out to your professional friends in the industry. Tell them you have a book coming up, ask for referrals, and be very specific as to the audience you're trying to reach. And go back to that elevator pitch. You're going to use that in every one of these asks. Research the organizations and event planners who cater to your audience. Reach out to the organizers to speak at these events that they host. If you'd like to take it a step further, reach out to the podcasters, the media sites, the bloggers, the YouTubers, the TikTokers who cater to your audience. You'll get a ton of referrals from your street team and colleagues, but you won't get everyone. Some of this homework you'll need to do by yourself. Now, as we conclude here, note that I didn't say anything about putting the book in your email signature or promoting it to your audiences on social or your email newsletter. You already know to do that. You already have an audience built. You're going to use the assets you built to promote your book. Your fans will buy your book. Your job with a super successful book is to expand the fan base. A good business book then generates a whole new group of fans for your book and your business so that your next book launch, let's say in 2 years, is that much more successful. You rinse and repeat. Good luck. Thanks for listening to Content Inc. Remember to subscribe to this podcast via your favorite pod player and head over to joepulizzi.com to get my every other week newsletter for content entrepreneurs called The Orange Letter. Thanks, and remember, you are 100% in charge of your life. Make the changes you need to make today and go spend time with the family or friends who need you the most. See you next week.